Coming you live from the sandstorm.
How did we unhook the mic?
Because you were manhandling it.
It feels good on my hands.
Does it?
Yeah.
You like that?
Try it.
Oh, it does. Quite nice. Amazing.
There's some ASMR for you.
Yeah. Well, welcome back, everybody.
Mm-hmm. It's been a while.
It's been a very long time.
It's been a long while.
What have you been doing?
Nothing. Just sitting here,
sitting
waiting for the
here.
roll to begin again.
I think,
No.
well, yeah, there's so many setbacks, but that's a whole other topic.
Setbacks and
Everyone's
move forwards. Sure.
Yeah,
There's
that is
both.
true. But we are back. We're going to get back to doing our audio version of this podcast, and we are going to attempt to do it weekly again. It's been a while. And
Since April, I think you said.
April was the last time we posted. We were doing video versions of this, and they were taking a lot out of me.
Yeah. We may go back to video at some point.
We may.
But for now, we're going to stick to audio.
I
We'll
love-
still put it up on YouTube, but
Yes.
we'll
It just won't have all
Yeah.
of our live, beautiful faces.
we might still do video again one day because we're still putting up YouTube videos in other forms,
Yeah.
but filming those, editing that, and it's faster to edit the voiceover than it is to edit a video.
When we were doing these, we were doing them multiple times a week, and it was great. We'd record it, and sometimes I would have it up the same day,
Yeah,
and it was fun.
I think like special occasions, like Christmas time, we may have a video
Oh, we
version.
got a Christmas special.
Yeah,
Yeah.
special times.
Yeah.
Halloween time when we have the place all Halloweened out. Stuff like that.
One of the other reasons why we haven't been doing it is because we made a major purchase, and it's been a rather a lovely distraction for us.
It has been a lovely distraction.
It's taken me 2 years to convince you to buy into this, and
To buy into this, what is this, a pyramid scheme?
yeah, make sure you're working on your downstreams. Always have the people below you filling
Are you saying
out-
I'm below you?
No, the people below you. I'm above you. I guess I'm your.
You're gonna get so much
Yeah.
flack for that.
Yeah. Well, it was my idea, so I brought you in.
I sit taller than you.
But just remember, work on your downstream. Always have those people selling for you. No, what we did is we bought a Tesla Model 3 Standard Range Plus,
We finally did it.
and it is bananas fun.
It is bananas fun. It's been crazy.
But it's also given you a new level of anxiety.
Yep. It's the anxiety I expected to get when I got this car.
More so?
More so, just because everything. I don't want no one to touch it, no one to look at it. I don't want no one to park near it.
They can look at it.
Well,
Just can't park near it or touch it or smash into it.
Yeah, I want to park like 5 miles away from everything. I want it to social distance all the time with our car.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
I don't want it to get hurt. It's so pretty. And then just little things like we got a radarless car, which means no more radar.
Tesla Vision.
It's Tesla Vision, which was disappointing that we didn't get it, but I guess I'm fine with it because we're not like auto driving ever.
Occasionally, but not often.
Yeah.
If you're not familiar with what that means or what Shannon means by that is Tesla used to have sonar and radar in the cars. It had to do with their automatic driving, their autopilot. And recently they've taken that out because they think, oh, our cameras can do a better job. So our car is missing a couple key components that...
One key component.
Fair enough. I'm including that there was several pieces of
But
radar around the car.
Yeah, that's just included in one.
Sure.
Because you're saying a couple pieces of components, like that's like different things that go with it.
It could mean that, or it could mean multiple
It's
radars
just
around
the
the car.
radars aren't in it.
Fair enough.
They didn't remove a tire and the radar.
No, they removed more than one radar piece.
But that's radars, not a couple different components.
Each of those radars are a component.
But you said a couple different components.
One on the front, one on the back.
They're still the same.
Oh, this is called Weird Together. Basically, our car is still awesome, though. Our car is amazing. Tesla's told us it's even more awesome.
They said that.
Yeah.
I don't believe them.
I don't know if I believe
it's more
them
awesome
either.
for them. It's less money they have to spend.
They put less money in the car. They sold it to us for the same price.
Same price. We're suckers.
Yeah. No, but we love the car. It is an amazing place to hang out in. We've done a delivery day video. We've done a couple other videos. We're throwing up some more videos on YouTube. But just to chat about it and love it, and for us to worry and panic about it, but also just baby it. And
yeah, it's exciting.
driving around. I want to go on road trips, but then the other day, got a crack in the windshield.
Yeah. We've had to do some a little minor repairs with the car when we first got it. Like when we inspected the car and we first got it, the weather stripping was bent in it, so they replaced that. They came out to us and replaced it. They also replaced our steering wheel because they had a slice in it from them taking the plastic off the steering wheel.
Right.
So they replaced the steering wheel twice, and you'll see videos of that on YouTube. Well, if you want to see that in more in depth. And then what else they fixed? They fixed our trunk because it kept closing weird.
Oh, there was a headlight when it arrived.
There was a chip in the
headlight.
headlight. Sort of a chip in the headlight when it arrived, which probably happened on the highway when it was on the big truck or just something.
Right.
But all those things were super fast for them to replace. It was amazing, and they came to us.
The system and their service is incredible. You pick up your phone, you fire up the app, you go hit on service, and then you punch in what your issue is and upload a picture, and within 24 hours somebody tells you that we've ordered the part and we're going to come fix it and replace it for you in a couple of days.
And none of that we had to pay for. It was all covered by the warranty. Yeah. Besides the chip windshield, which is happening, which we, like you said, we were driving on the highway the other day, and a massive rock. And I say massive. What? I don't think it was a pebble. I think it was a pretty good sized rock.
Yeah.
That just slammed into the windshield in the front and just killed me. Like, just the sound alone, I was just like horrified. It sounded like someone shot our car.
It did.
I never had a rock hit the window like that. Like, it was insane.
We've had rocks hit our
just
other
pebbles
cars,
though, but not like a bigger rock. And that just sounded like a shotgun in your window.
No, it was startling.
It was very startling. Surprisingly, the car didn't react to that. I thought like the alarms or something would go off.
Right. Yeah.
But no. But luckily, our insurance is going to cover it. I don't think it'll count against us.
I don't think so. They say they have one. Is it windshield replacement every year?
I thought they said.
I haven't made a insurance claim in like easily 25 years or more. So
we quickly went and renewed our insurance before we called it, but it doesn't matter. I think we get one a year or one within so many years before you have to do it. But it's the first time this has ever happened to us. I mean, you have the occasional pebble that barely makes a dent in the windshield, but this is a good crack. And if we leave it too long, it'll probably keep splitting the glass. And we're going to get the original windshield again. We're going to have Tesla do it. Yeah. Because I don't want no aftermarket on the car.
No. And, like there's a bunch of cameras up there too on the windshield. So it makes sense to have them do it, make sure it's all right in case they have to calibrate something or do whatever.
But the car does it for you on the screen. You can calibrate it. But it's nice to have them make sure it's correct. Yeah. I guess if you lived in a town where there wasn't a Tesla repair center, then you would have to have it checked over by someone else. Or like it's possible to have someone else install it, but you're still going to have someone check it over.
True.
Which is too bad. But everything is super easy to replace on this car.
Everything
we watched them replace was just like minutes for them to do.
Mm-hmm.
It just seems so different because I'm used to like gas cars where everything's such a complicated thing to replace. Like just changing, I don't know, something inside the car and you have to take all these things off to get it or whatever. Theirs is just like super simple.
Well, in some cases, like, the weather stripping or the window seal, whatever you want to call that thing, guy took it off and replaced it in a minute, 30 seconds.
Wow.
The headlamp, he took off a lot of the front of the car. But the way that it unbolted and unsnapped was like insane. I'm just sitting here going like, holy cow.
And he revealed like somewhat of an engine inside, like where the frunk is. There's under that plastic is mechanics, but not your typical mechanics. It's more like a battery, like a regular car battery, and like the things that make things move.
Exactly.
Like, there's definitely still an engine in there. You don't see it because it's all covered, but there's definitely something in there. For lack of a better term, it's not called an engine. It's whatever the.
Well, there's still a motor in there. There's a motor that it's just There's no pistons. There's no. There's a lot of things missing from a regular car that just aren't there. There's a lot less moving parts, which is why these cars are pretty damn cool.
It was pretty cool to see that.
Yeah,
I like that a lot.
And then the guy that did it, his name was Barry. He did an amazing job. He was super duper caring about our car. Like he had these mats out. So the parts that he was taking off, he was laying down gently.
Yeah, I saw he had blankets out in your video.
Yeah, it was really, really great. And he was answering all my questions. And I wanted to film stuff, but I wasn't sure about filming absolutely everything. So I was like a bit of a shy vlogger trying to do this. But as we went on, I got a little bit more and more brave. And I made sure not to show his face, but like still.
But he was still okay with it. But then also, you also had another incident where you curbed the tire a week, 2 weeks after getting the car.
Little over a week.
You curbed the rim. Yeah. That was heartbreaking, but we got that fixed. So little things like that have been happening, and it's like all the things we never do is happening just because it's a new car.
You know, but we got a new car 4 years ago, and I didn't really do anything to it.
Yeah.
The curbing was my fault. It was 100% my fault. It was crushing, and then less than a week later was completely fixed, and it looks incredible.
Yeah.
The rock, again, nothing I could do. Maybe,
well, at least I'm kind of glad it's the windshield and not the paint.
Yeah.
But again, it's good. Every time you go on the highway, I'm going to be panicky. That night it hit the windshield, there was 3 trucks around us, 3 big trucks. And I already knew, I was like, never get behind an 18-wheeler because they're always the one that backs or shoots rocks at you. So I try to get to stay away from them. Sometimes you can't help it, but it's nice to stay away from them if we can. Keep it nice as long as possible.
Absolutely.
So.
And yeah, I mean, I guess it is sort of the thing. Sometimes when you buy something that you love, you damage it pretty quickly, and then for the rest of the time, it's fine.
Is that what you did to me?
Yes, I damaged you right away. Took you out of your habitat and brought you to Canada. But, no, I think that it's hopefully we fine. Hopefully we've passed our little accident portion of owning this car.
Other than that, I love the video games of it. I love just sitting and eating in our car. I've said that many times. I love charging for some ridiculous reason. I love charging the car. There's something fun about charging in a supercharger.
There absolutely is.
You just back in, then you zoom away when you're done. Yeah. It's pretty cool.
It is a lovely experience. I've been, the first time that we ever did it when we had that car, it was last summer. Last summer or was the summer before? God damn it. No, whatever. We had this Mitsubishi and we had it for like 3 weeks. And the little joy I got out of charging was fun. I was like, oh, I really want to do this. And here we are like a year later, and now this is part of our lifestyle now. We're charging the car, and it's really, really cool and fun and awesome. And I can't stop talking about it. And
I think charging the car is very much like having a, if like a stormtrooper or whoever flies the TIE fighters. Are they called stormtroopers too?
Yes.
Okay, so when they're on the ship, they're plugged in and they have to unplug them.
Oh, right.
You remember that?
Yeah.
And so when they take off, they go, whoa, and I want that sound in our car.
I need to do that. I need to.
Because it reminds me of that.
Yeah.
Totally. It needs that sound. I haven't seen anyone do it yet, but we need to do it.
Okay. Well, we'll get that done. Basically, there's a website that shows me how to do it. I have to bring out that SD drive from the car and
yeah, that would be really cool.
Yeah.
And the funniest thing that's happened is because we're showing so many people the car and letting them drive it and so forth, we tend to show the sounds the car makes, like the farting sound,
some good sounds,
the great stuff. And so one day we left one of the settings on with La Cucaracha.
La Cucaracha.
Yeah. We left that on when you hit the horn. So it was hit the horn, make the horn sound, and then play that song. And one day someone pulled out in front of you or something.
Taxi cab driver.
Yeah, a taxi cab driver. And you hit the horn and we left it on that setting and it honked and then it started with that song. It was so embarrassing because everybody's just looking up and our car is like, look at Raj. So embarrassing. Oh, gosh.
It's good, though.
At least it wasn't the fart sound we left it on.
That would have been good, too.
No, it wouldn't have. It is funny, but it was just kind of like, oh my God, we're the jerks in the Tesla.
Because I'm Canadian, sometimes when you honk, it's very aggressive. I think that there should be levels of honk in a car. Like there's the...
I think there should be electricity.
There should be the, hey, asshole, you're doing something wrong, getting your attention. And then sometimes there should be a little thank you.
A little, or move it along.
Right.
Just a, come on.
hey, idiot, the light's green now.
Walk a little faster.
Yes, those sorts of things. Well, not the walk a little faster.
Oh, come on. There's some slow pokes out there. I don't, not the old people, but there's some slow pokes who are on their phone crossing the street, still focused on their phone crossing the street.
I'll allow it. Okay, that's right. That's true.
But yeah, But I actually think there should be some shocking. Like, I feel like I should hit a button and be able to shock someone else in another car.
So
why would you do that? You know, just a little.
Why are you just driving into our lane and that sort of thing, right?
You know, a little like wake the fuck up.
True,
I feel
agree.
like they need it.
Mm-hmm. But having the ability to have sounds being able to load in faster would be good. But what I was saying is, like, I honked, I got his attention, and then it ended up with La Cucaracha. I'm not that mad at you. You didn't crush me. You didn't smash into
We're
our
always
car.
mad at taxi drivers.
Yeah.
Have they ever done anything right, though? Taxi drivers? They're always parked when they're supposed to. They're always pulling out in front of you. They're causing lots of accidents.
Or in the times where we've ever ordered a cab in advance.
They never show up.
They didn't show up. Yeah.
Yeah, that is a problem. That was like a day that we went to the airport, and that was not good.
And it was booked like a month in advance.
Now we have Uber and stuff. I haven't never tried Uber.
I was so excited to get Uber, but we haven't yet.
We haven't had to use it.
Yeah.
Although I'm weirded out about getting into someone's car, that just a standard person.
I'm sure it'll happen one day, but I mean, the likelihood of our car now breaking down is like next to nothing.
No, but if our car goes to Tesla for some maintenance stuff, and it's going to be like, I don't know, overnight or something, we're going to.
That's true.
Need to Uber home.
Run. That's true.
Or the other.
Or if we travel.
Or Lyft. Or if we travel.
You remember travel, right?
What's travel?
It's a thing that happens
to go here to the dumpster? That's my travel.
It's going further than, say, a store. Longer journey.
The thing dreams
Sometimes
are made of.
you sleep somewhere else, maybe a couple days, and then you come back home.
No way.
Yeah.
Wow.
You cross these arbitrary lines called borders.
And you got to prove yourself.
Yeah.
And then you can go have fun.
And sometimes at the end of that trip, you see your mom on the other side.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds like you died.
I was going to say, are we talking about our death now?
Yeah. Oh, boy.
Sometimes we see my mom and my brother and my other family members.
You remember family.
Haven't seen them in a while.
You know, you'll get to see them someday.
Actually, I'm more excited to go to Target.
I was going to ask you that. So, like, I mean, I kind of know the answer already, but what is the first place you're going to go when we can cross the border again?
Target.
Will it seriously be Target?
Well, immediately Target, because that's a day thing. Long term, the first place we're going to travel to is probably Disneyland or Disney World.
Okay, so
and see my mom.
You're in this vision you have, like, they're all of a sudden going to say, all right, September 21st, we're going to open up the borders again.
I'll be there at midnight.
And whatever the day of the week that is, let's just see. Let me just bring up a calendar.
I will be there at midnight, check into a hotel, and as soon as the day unlock the Target doors, I will be in.
What if I have to work the next day?
You're taking a vacation day.
That's just how it goes. And
I feel like it should be a Sagittarius holiday when they finally open the borders again.
So let's just say it's September 21st. That's a Tuesday. Mm-hmm. So that means Monday night at midnight, you're ready to cross the border. You're assuming that that's when they're going to.
We're going to go all the way to Seattle.
Okay. What if there's rocks on the roads?
What if we just keep going? Well, that's going to be upsetting. Hopefully not. That's why we go early. Nobody will be on the roads besides us. And if a rock hits us, it's our own fault. And here's the debate. I want to get the window clean or fixed. Mm-hmm. Fuck, if it happens again, I'm going to be so fucking choked. Yeah, I don't. It hasn't happened to us ever on other cars. I don't know if it's a design of this car and how it's more sporty and low to the ground. Maybe things hit us more. It feels like our old car used to hit the hood a lot. And it's a higher car though too. A little bit, yeah. No, maybe in the Model Y. No, it happened in Model Ys too. I see people have them in Model Ys as well. The damage. So I don't know. I mean, come on. It's just the luck of the draw, right? It's just going to happen. We were just happen to be surrounded by 3 18-wheelers, which you should never do. I always feel like 18-wheelers should not be on the road until like way after midnight. We were never surrounded by 3 18-wheelers. There was 2 18-wheelers and one big giant truck, like with the dump truck style kind of situation.
Okay.
That's big trucks, big tires, mud flaps, which I feel like cause more of a problem. I think the mud flaps are like a little like launcher for rocks.
The mud flaps are always tend to be broken-ish. They're sort of,
but they also seem like they're launchers too, because the tire hits it and it goes poof,
reflects
and just pushes it out.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Okay, back to my question though.
I am going to sweep all the roads before we go on them.
Oh, that'd be nice. That'd be really thoughtful.
Just a little sweep.
Do we want to put like
bubble around our car?
Yeah,
Yes.
Bubble wrap it.
No one needs to film it. They just need to put a bubble around it.
You're crossing over, and then you're assuming that you're just going to drive. We're going to drive straight to Seattle.
I'm going to go.
You don't want to visit Bellingham first, or
oh
Blaine,
no, I will pull into
towns?
Bellingham and go into Target, and then I'll go to the next town, go into that Target. And I'll go into the next town and go into that Target.
But if the border opens at midnight, it's going to be 12:30 by the time we get
There's
to
a hotel right there.
Okay.
Or we can go straight to Seattle and do fun things.
But now we've just skipped those border towns, and those are the ones that need our attention and love and dollars more than anything.
But it's also, if the border's open, you just want to keep driving, and then we're end up at Disneyland.
Well, it's probably going to be super freaking heartbreaking to see what's going on in Blaine, which is probably a lot of closed down businesses. I have a friend there, and she said that a lot of things are gone. I heard that the wall to Target into the mall has been sealed. Like an actual cement wall has been put up so that you can't even have access to the mall from Target without going outside and inside the mall, the other door. I know like DSW Shoes is gone. I feel like the Buffalo thing is gone. The food place, the wings. Right.
I think all those things that were just put there because it started thriving. Bellingham was starting to get stuff, which was awesome. And then I think they're all gone now.
That's heartbreaking.
Trader Joe's is still there though.
Trader Joe's would have enough of an audience there, local audience, to keep it going and good food. And I'm hoping that they're still there and kept everybody employed. There's a bunch of folks from north of the border that are dying to go to Trader Joe's.
Yeah, and I also would love to go to Funko HQ again.
Yeah, now you're talking.
Yeah, just lots of things. There's lots of things. We like going there. We like going to the museums there. We like going to
Mopop?
Mopop. I still want to go to the car museum. I haven't done that in a while.
We've never gone.
We haven't done that at all.
That's in Tacoma.
But I like the Boeing factory tour. I love going on. There's just more stuff that I like to do. Plus, we like going to Portland and all those fun things. I'm a little wary
of going to Portland these days.
Yeah, that's true.
But hey, I'm happy. I want to help out Bellingham. I want to go and see these places. These are businesses that we've loved in the past and places that we love going to. I can love Bellingham, damn it.
No, there's good parts of Bellingham. They have some good food there. Like there's a little restaurant there called Asian One, which is awesome, and they make great diabetic friendly food.
I hope they're still around.
There's a pizza place called the Eatery. Is it the Eatery?
No, there's a pizza place called
something pie.
Fat Pie.
Fat Pie.
Yeah, Fat Pie is
so good.
There's another pizza place too.
Yeah. Oh, where they make little ones like a Subway style.
Oh, there's that one too. Yeah. Damn it.
Anyway, we just miss all the food there too. Yeah. There's a veggie restaurant too in Seattle that we go to sometimes. There's just all these things we want to go to. We miss all those things.
I keep still getting the Veggie Grill emails, and it's just like, yeah, thanks.
Our points expired.
Go. Did they?
I think so.
Oh, they probably did.
Yeah. Plus, there's other things like Ulta, which is now in Target, and all those fun things.
So the Ulta's gone from Bellingham Mall.
No, it's still there, but I imagine that if it goes into that Target, which might be why they put up that wall, it might go. I don't know what's gonna happen to that mall. It'll start up again once people can come again.
Well, that mall was in rough shape prior to that.
It was starting to get stuff,
but I mean, Macy's was closing things down too. That Macy's was still there, but remember, I
think Macy's is still there.
I would hope so, but we'll see.
The mall is called Bellis Fair.
Yeah, Bellis Fair Mall.
I was just gonna go see.
Now, is the Disney outlet at the Seattle Premium Outlets, is that still there?
Yes, I want to go there because they shut down all the Disney stores in Canada besides like an outlet in Toronto or somewhere, and like 3 stores, but they're all on the East Coast, which made no sense. They should have kept one over here on this side and one over there. Then you can make it a destination place to go. But it's kind of disappointing that they closed them all, which was kind of a hit because we were visiting the Disney store like crazy during the pandemic.
Yeah,
and
we kept them
that
in
was
business.
our little bit of fun.
Single-handedly, we keep Disney stores in business.
I know. It was so fun to go in there, especially right before closing because you get their cute music, their closing music.
Yeah.
I was just trying to see what was in Bella's Fair. It's funny, Bella Sarah says, today's hours closed. I was like, the mall's not closed. Okay, they're only open till 7 these days. But I think they had the shitty hours before. So,
yeah.
Wow. I was going to see how many stores. American Eagle's still there. A lot of stuff is still there that we're used to, but I'm sure all the big stores are gone. Oh, Buffalo Wild Wings is still there.
Amazing.
Champs is still there. Chipotle is still there.
Well, that's good. I mean, the food stuff makes sense. The food court, I would think, somebody in the food court probably folded, but
GameStop's still there. Yeah, H&M. All of it's still there. Why is it saying 2 Hot Topics? Why is there 2 Hot Topics?
Why the fuck would there be 2 Hot Topics in that mall?
I think they've accidentally put it in there twice.
Oh.
But it says level 1, then level 1 near main entrance on the other one. So I don't know.
There is only one level. Why are you calling it level 1, people?
I know. That is true. Like Kohl's is still there. So Macy's is still there. McDonald's. Bleh.
I also want to go to Old Town Bellingham.
Yeah, I do too.
Because there was a couple of record shops there that we never really went to. There's a store called Penny Lane.
Yes, Penny Lane. I love that store.
Old used records in the basement.
But her store in general is just a beautiful store. It's a beautiful vintage. If you like vintage shopping, I wouldn't say thrift shop, but like vintage shopping. That is, the way she displays stuff, it makes it so beautiful. So, and I love going in there. And now that we have a record player, I want to go and they had so many records there.
Yeah.
And they were inexpensive, I thought, too.
Yeah, they were reasonably priced.
Yeah. And there's another one right below her underneath in the basement, another vintage store.
Right.
But I love that. Those are things I miss going to, just hanging out. There were some breweries there, which not a big deal because we have breweries here, but little things like that.
It's the same thing. I just want to go and give some dollars to these places that I've loved, right? And then the breweries there were fantastic.
Yeah.
Aslan Brewery and Chuckanuk.
And mailing packages there because things we can't ship to Canada or we don't because they're ridiculously overpriced for duty. We can just ship to a box and pick it up. But that's one of the things I miss the most.
And Sonic has the best goddamn milkshakes.
And grilled cheeses.
Grilled cheese,
the best shitty grilled cheese. You know, like you have the best shitty pizza.
Yeah.
This grilled cheese
American
is just
cheese.
really good for some reason. It's fine. It's not like gourmet grilled cheese.
Not at all.
It's totally basic.
People know what Sonic is.
But it's good.
It is good.
I shouldn't have it, but it's good.
God, their milkshakes are great, though.
Their milkshakes and the whipped cream on top.
And think of how fun this would be eating in the car.
I know. It's a drive-in.
It's a drive-in.
They better not roller skate and put something on our windshield, though.
No, that's true. Yeah, God damn it, I miss Sonic, too. You know what else I miss? Hagen's, the grocery store.
They play the best music in that store. If you want to shop for groceries and jam it out, this is it.
Hagen's good.
Hagen is good, especially the one right before Bellingham. What city is that? I'm sorry.
Ferndale.
Wow, you remembered. It's been so long.
Oh man, it's
also
in my heart.
the city right before we hit a bird.
Oh God.
If anything we hit in the highway, it was a bird. Actually, the bird hit us. A seagull.
Yeah.
Flew right into our car. Just literally, I saw the fear of death on his face, and then it hit our headlights.
There was nothing I could do.
It was horrible. I think it was a windy day, and he just lost control. And you could just see he was trying so hard. And we're going 80 miles an hour or whatever it is on that highway. Yeah. And you could just see his face. I just like, no. Boom.
He miscalculated. He was going to land on sort of the what is the median? It's not the median, but it's like the center. The center, like the grassy area, the wide. But it doesn't have a better name. I mean, it's a split. I guess it's a split highway. And so it's like a grassy knoll in the middle. It's a median. That's exactly right. And you could see.
Is it median or medium? Medium?
Median. Yeah. And he miscalculated. And you could see the holy shit on his face, on his little bird face. And then he tried to pull up, but it was just bad timing.
Yeah.
And
you could see he had the right way to pull out because one wing was down and one was up. And you could see he was trying to fix it, but it just wasn't fast enough.
And I wasn't about to swerve because it was wet. It was rainy out.
Well, we had people beside us. The people beside us saw it happen. Yeah. And I was just like crying and horrified. And I was like, do we pull over? What do you do in this situation? I always wonder what you do when you hit an animal. Do you keep going or do you scoop it up? Do you?
we pulled over. We went back around, but we couldn't see anything.
I couldn't find him.
I couldn't find it.
Was he still flying? Did he survive?
I don't know.
I like to think he survived, but I don't think he did.
It would be the
It was a hard hit. You cannot survive that with a bird neck.
We had some feathers and blood on the front of our car.
There was some blood on the tire too.
Yeah.
Oh, he wasn't in our car.
No. He
like
was
up
not.
in the because we turned around and tried to find him to see what was happening, just to know. Yeah. And I don't think we ever saw him.
No.
I don't know. He must be there. We couldn't find him.
He's in our hearts, though. Forever.
Little fucker.
Yeah.
Gotta learn how to fly, man.
Yeah. Well, let's take a quick break, and then we'll come back and talk about more stuff that we've been doing. And we could talk about cool movies that we've seen, like The Suicide Squad.
Ooh.
Welcome back.
Happy Halloween.
It is Halloween. No. Well, no. Halloween is early. It's
Happy
August.
Halloween season.
It starts earlier and earlier.
Because we're impatient. It should be Halloween season all the time.
And I've had 2 Starbucks Halloween drinks so far.
Which are still too sweet.
Last year was the first time I've had them. And they're too goddamn sweet. And I'm not trying to be negative about it. I knew what I was doing. I could see how much sugar was going in there, but because of your diabetes, I'd scale back my sugar. I'm way more aware.
Yeah.
And instant headaches now when I drink these sugary drinks.
Yeah, it's insane, but it's always fun to try them, but I can see your face when you get them. I think the worst one you got was that strawberry shortcake espresso thing.
Oh, what the fuck was that called? That was a damn it.
It was like a raspberry.
Oh, it was like a churro or something, or
it
strawberry shortcake
a
or something.
Strawberry raspberry thing in it.
It was ridiculous.
And you got a shot of espresso in it, and it was so weird. You had to try it, and of course you're just like, I don't like this at all.
No,
it's no good.
I'm just trying to find.
I don't think they still make it.
I think it was a seasonal thing.
Yeah, I don't think they still make it.
I'm just looking.
It had red stuff on the top.
It did have red stuff. CL9.
Red goop. What's that green drink?
But it was like wasn't it like
is that a shamrock?
Creme brulee? Matcha.
Oh dang! It should have been like a Lucky Charm drink or something.
Yeah. Lucky Charm drink. I'm just trying to find that goddamn.
I don't think it's there anymore. I don't think you're gonna find it.
It was like a strawberry shortcake bullshit.
Yeah,
thing. Yeah.
Just think of strawberries and whipped cream on top of coffee. It's so gross.
The drink that I had the other day was the Apple Crisp Frappuccino blended beverage, or was that it? Or was it?
Yeah, you had an Apple Crisp and you were shocked that you liked it somewhat. You liked the flavor of the apple in the coffee. Because when we ordered Joffrey's coffee, and they just came out with their Halloween collection, 3 different bags, and I ordered 2 of the 3, and I left the Appley espresso one because I wasn't sure about it. I was like, I don't want to order this coffee and it'd be shit. But now you're like, I kind of like it. Now I'm like, shit, maybe I should have ordered the Appley one because you were surprised how good the apple coffee was.
So what I had was the iced apple crisp macchiato, which has, if I can bring up that sugar madness.
Yeah, it was
42 grams of sugar.
Wow.
46.
Wow.
280 calories. Instant headache. It tasted okay.
But you like the apple with the coffee.
Was a neat idea.
Yeah. So if I place another Joffrey's order soon, I will get the appley one because we got the pumpkin-y one, which I normally don't go for those things, but I was like, okay, I'll try Joffrey's pumpkin one and then some like a harvest blend, I think. Because it's a Disney themed one. It's all the coffee that they serve at the Disney parks.
It's been good coffee. However, there was one coffee that I was a bit disappointed in. Everybody was like, this is the
Mickey Mouse
coffee,
one.
Whatever. No, somebody was saying,
oh.
Everybody loves it. Everybody's going back to
not the Brown Derby, but one of those. The Alani one was the best one.
Right.
The Alani coffee was good. I remember getting the Mickey Mouse one that was just straight up Mickey Mouse theme, and we were kind of disappointed in that flavor. It was like the original.
Disappointed.
It was fine.
Yeah, it was good.
I was expecting more.
It was good. It wasn't mind blowing, and we've had some mind blowing coffee in the last little bit here. The pandemic has been us upping our coffee game,
and it's new for me because I used to never drink coffee, and now I'm drinking it a little bit. I don't do it every day, but I like it now because I've grown up with my parents' Folgers coffee and cigarettes, and I just was never
gross.
I just put those two things together, and I just am gross. So now that I'm having good coffee, it's a different experience.
Way better experience.
But yeah, and then so we like the Alani coffee. That one I highly recommend. It's one of the more expensive coffees. I think it's $20 a bag, which the other ones are usually like 11 or 12.
But at least you're still getting like a 1 pound bag or something.
Yeah, it's worth it. It's good. And I think you like the Brown Derby.
Brown Derby was good. The one that we're drinking right now, the Sumatra, is quite nice.
Which isn't a Disney brand. It's their own.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then we got a Cigar City one too, which is kind of cool. I didn't. It's funny. Like it's like I ran out of coffee the other day, and I had these two left to choose. I was like, Cigar City is a collaboration. They're a brewery in Orlando or Tampa.
They make some really good beer.
Yeah, they make some excellent
And they
beer.
actually serve that beer at Disney too.
Because I hadn't had my coffee yet, and because I was early, I was like, I don't want to drink beer coffee in the morning, which it's not.
It's not beer coffee.
It's not beer coffee, but that was my thought process.
It's brewed for them, I think.
And then after I ground it up, I was just like, well, but I'm going to have it at some point. I could have been having it now, but I'm an idiot, and I wasn't.
But you will have it. You're close to having it because hopefully I don't know when we're going to start the pumpkin one and stuff soon. We may end up doing that one next, so we'll see.
No, I have to do the Cigar City first.
Okay, so we'll save the pumpkin.
We got lots of time here.
Okay.
It's not even
I'm going to have to have more Chemex then.
Yeah, it's not even September yet.
Yeah, I was trying to think of all the coffees. I haven't been really that disappointed in any coffee. I would say the Mickey Mouse theme one was the most disappointing. I was expecting more. And the other one that I told you about.
But it was only disappointing because everybody was going on and on and how incredible
the
it was.
reviews were like, this is the best one. It was like from one of the restaurants at Disney. I can't remember now. I should be taking notes on which coffee I hate and don't like.
Right.
But
anyways, it's still
It was
good.
a Peru coffee, I think. No. Anyway.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah. I'd have to go through my orders and see which one it was.
Right. And then also whether you shared it on Instagram at the time. But it was still fine coffee. We're beating this coffee story to death. So it doesn't matter. We'll move on.
It's good coffee. I highly recommend trying it, especially if you're a Disney fan. Try out some of the Disney coffees at the different restaurants because they have Animal Kingdom. They have every restaurant that serves coffee is a different kind of flavor. So well, actually, before we stop talking about coffee, I do want to order the one from the Wave because the Wave is closing, and that's the last time you'll be able to get that coffee.
Oh, okay.
Unless they keep continuing to make it, but I don't know why they would.
Well, the Wave is going to evolve into something else, right? So they're probably going to make
probably a Toy Story themed.
Oh, cool.
Oh, Toy Story coffee.
I'll drink that.
Would that taste like dirty toys?
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Oh boy.
It's covered in sand. It's like a sandbox coffee.
So speaking of Disney, I follow a person called her name is Angie Belmar.
Bellamar?
Yeah.
We're saying it wrong. What's her username?
Angie Bellamar.
Okay. We'll link
Mare, not Mere.
She's a great follow.
She is. She makes these little bands called the Aurora bands that you exercise with on your legs, whatever. Anyway, she's got an interesting life. They built a Disney house in Florida, and it's incredible. And they got a place in Golden Oaks. Beautiful house. You can just guess how much money they have, but if they got a place in Golden Oaks, they're swimming in it. But anyway, the house is beautiful designed. But anyway, my point is they were eating at a place at Epcot.
It's called the Coral Reef.
The Coral Reef, where you're inside the restaurant and you're dining, and the fish tanks are in front of you. You can watch all there's sharks and fish in there. And they were sitting there talking to the waitress, and she said, "You guys ever wonder why the sharks don't eat the fish?" And then she was telling them why, like they feed them and they train them not to eat the fish. And so they've never have eaten the fish. And right after she said that, the hammerhead shark devoured a fish in the tank in front of everyone. And you can hear the whole restaurant just gasp, like, Mommy! And it's just like, she said there was blood everywhere in the tank, and you're eating dinner, And then the head falls out of the hammerhead's mouth, and then another shark comes in and whips it right up. And that's the video footage they got of the second part of it, because you're not going to get the first part where they completely... It was a big fish. It wasn't a little fish that he ate. He literally just said, fuck it.
Right.
Going after it. And that's, again, that's what captivity is they just decide to fucking go. They shouldn't be there. Like, I'm kind of weird about the shark things in there, too. Like, maybe they shouldn't be there either. I'm fine with fish, but... Well, it's the same thing about dolphins and whales in captivity. Like when you see an orca at SeaWorld lose their shit because they're losing their freaking mind, and that shark's swimming in circles too.
Right.
And they're used to hunting and stuff, and they're being trained not to, and they're fighting. Right. It's like Darth Vader and Luke and fighting the dark and the.
Exactly. That's so true.
It's like it's you know what though, it's good. People need to see that. They need to be woken up and
they
saying
do need to be reminded.
You're in
that.
this. And Disney is not a reality. It's a fake setting that you're being put in. I love Disney. I'm a big fan of it. But don't kid yourself if you think you're going to get a pretty experience all the time. Like that, I think it's funny to happen. And
well, it's also okay, you're there. You're sitting in front of a fish tank. Mm-hmm. We're both vegetarians, so it's not going to be...
Well, I don't know what they serve. They may not serve seafood, but I'm sure they do.
You know a place called the Coral Reef.
Oh, they're going to have it.
Serves
but they probably have a burger, too, or something.
Of course they do. And they've got fucking pasta, and they've got a fucking chicken salad, or whatever they've got. Every restaurant's with the same goddamn fucking food. Anyways, it's a little weird. There's no restaurants with cows fucking in front of... the cows should be fucking.
Why is you don't sit in front of pasture and watch the cows eat and shit.
And then you eat them.
You don't go to a chicken farm and have nuggets, do you?
No.
Like I don't.
And granted, nobody there is eating shark. I doubt.
Dude, I don't know if they serve shark. No, I think they kind of finally banned that in the States.
Everywhere, yeah. But the whole point is, it's a little strange, and it is a good reminder that oh yeah, this isn't a show. These are real things, and you can't control a predator.
No, yeah.
From doing what it's going to do.
It's like, I've been looking at this fish for months. I'm fucking eating it today. Today is the day. I'm eating you. That's what happened.
I mean, self-control. I know right now we've got some low-fat, or sugar-free ice cream in the fridge.
And you want it.
And I kind of want it. I know the side effects for me for doing it. Or I mean, it's...
Well, there's no side effects from that one. Only side effects is still fattening.
But yeah, that's exactly what I'm trying to say.
Okay, maybe your Butterfinger that's in there.
Yeah, that's true.
Speaking of which, I got you to buy a Butterfinger the other day because I use you as my eating mule.
I know.
And I was like, don't you want that Butterfinger? Get the Butterfinger. He's like, I don't want to. Don't make me eat these things. I was like, no, but when you eat a Butterfinger, you forget about a Butterfinger. Mm-hmm. And when you have a Butterfinger, you're like, fuck, why am I not eating more Butterfingers? These are really good. I mean, Canada just got them. They've been out forever, and we're just now getting them.
It's so strange why we haven't gotten these certain Butterfingers and other products for the longest time.
They're so good.
Because I didn't grow up with Butterfingers. I grew up with the Bart Simpson ads, for Butterfingers, but we never would get them. I'd never even thought about it.
It's the perfect combination.
A cold Butterfinger.
Oof, so good.
Yeah.
I took one bite and I was just like, oh my God. And a lot of the chocolate I go back and eat and take a bite of, I'm like, now it's horrible tasting, but the Butterfinger is still good. It's still good.
And it's not helping me. I'm totally at fault because I haven't been exercising. I'm maybe able to play floor hockey again pretty soon. But the 30 pounds that I lost as we were going into COVID.
You didn't gain 30 pounds
No, but
back.
I've gained at least 15.
Well, we can get that off. We both have.
I know we can.
Yeah, but it's fine. We can get it off. We'll get back to exercising for sure.
But I also am having these, I want to have the sugar.
You could still
and
have.
I know I'm gonna have.
Remember
when
I started my diabetic diet? I had that sugar thing where I couldn't have sugar, and I was losing my fucking mind, basically not being able to have sugar. We came up with great alternatives. We have alternatives.
I know, but we've stopped doing the alternatives.
But we've stopped
have
doing
the alternatives. The mug cake, and that's why I got 4 fucking Butterfingers in the fridge.
It was 5
because some asshole said, "Why don't you buy it?"
No, it said 5 for $5.
Yeah.
I was just like, why do I have to get 5? We could just get 2 and spend $2.
Yeah. No, it's a deal.
I was like, but you get 5. What if they take them away from Canada and you don't get them again? We can't cross the border.
Right.
Oh, boy. Anyway, it doesn't mean you have to eat them all. It's like when we go to Costco and you buy the big thing of chocolate chip cookies, we put them in the freezer, and you can have one every now and then.
And it's been great.
But also we can make
And
alternative
it's
things.
100% on me because I know what I'm putting in my body, and I know that I'm going to regret it. But there's that moment of joy.
No one's perfect though.
And I also do know that I need to move. We need to go walking.
That is the one key factor. It's not about what basic, because we're still eating super healthy.
Yeah.
It's because we're not moving enough. Like we're just working and doing day to day.
And it sucks too because soon the rain's going to come and we're really going to be less motivated to get out there walking. So we
have indoor activities.
I know. Well, once we get the green light to play floor hockey again, and I'm doing that twice a week, then look out, everybody.
Yeah, you'll do it if it's a good, safe environment for you to play in, for sure.
Hey, they got to be 2 meters away from me.
As long as everyone's vaxxed, I don't care.
Well, hockey's going to get delayed because we're all wearing masks inside again. So I think hockey is going to be delayed a little bit longer.
Yeah, it's going to be toughy. You guys should have did the outdoor stuff.
Some of the guys were.
Were they?
Yeah, some guys were playing outdoor hockey somewhere.
Where?
In other places in Richmond. Yeah.
They didn't invite you?
No.
Assholes.
Jerks. Maybe they've been playing hockey the entire time, and I just haven't been invited.
COVID was a way for them to kick you out.
Damn it.
You're the guy they never wanted in hockey.
Wow, that really hurts. Goddamn dicks.
Oh, boy. You're only a gym boy. You can't go outside.
What?
You're a gym boy. You only play inside the gym. You won't go outside and play.
I'd love to go outside and play.
We would invite Scott, but he's a gym boy. He won't go outside. He's really white. You can see he's really white and he's pale and pasty. He's not going to go outside.
We don't want the glare. It's going to be too difficult to see the puck.
Especially if you guys are playing shirts and no shirts.
We don't do that anymore.
Oh, thank goodness.
Thank goodness indeed.
That's a lot of
skin. Too much skin. Too much.
And it's not even the scene from Top Gun.
It's. I do play in denim jeans and shirtless. That's how I play.
God, it's so hot.
Yeah.
Ugh, gross.
Yeah.
Speaking of Top Gun.
Yes. I found the greatest shirts. If you see it on my Instagram, did I put it as a post? Yes, I did.
You did.
There's a brand of shirts from a company called Roosevelt's, and you can find them on Instagram. They are RSVLTS, so it's an abbreviation of Roosevelt's.
Yeah.
And they make these incredible like button-up shirts. Short sleeve shirts. Basically think of like your tropical shirt, but they make incredible patterns. They've got, I happen to get the Top Gun shirt.
Yeah,
which
it's
is
amazing.
The volleyball scene.
And you found out from a YouTuber called Paging Mr. Morrow. He was wearing them.
A guy named Nate.
Yeah.
Great YouTube channel. These shirts are so comfortable. It sounds like I'm doing an ad. I would love these guys to do.
I know. But no, these shirts are awesome. Like I was like, okay, they're like the Moana shirt is like tropical with like a little hint of Moana in it, but it's not like tacky. Like
super well done.
But the Top Gun one is so unique.
Yeah.
They have Wonder Woman. They have
everything. I bought 2 shirts already.
You bought a Beetlejuice. You bought a long sleeve Beetlejuice shirt. Perfect for the season.
Yeah.
And it's like a flannel. The shirt is like the flannel he was wearing in Beetlejuice.
But it's not made of flannel. But
it also, what was the print? That shirt right there on that guy.
Yeah. It's got Beetlejuice in it. It's got all sorts of.
Does it have a sandworm in it too?
Just go check it out. Yeah, I think there's a sandworm on it. There's amazing shirts from all your favorite nerdy and cool movies.
But done in a nice way. They even have like America stuff if you're really into that.
They are.
But I don't know where that came from, but I mean, who knows?
There's shirts for everyone.
Yeah,
basically. And one of the other ones that
there's wrestling too
is a recreation of the shirt that Toy Story. Not Andy.
Oh, it's a Woody.
There's a recreation of Woody's shirt you can get as a short sleeve button up shirt, which is like super adorable, and it's a great. It's done
to perfection. It's not tacky at all.
Amazing.
I love it.
I
want him to do some horror stuff, like a Sam shirt from Trick or Treat.
Yeah,
like the little lollipops everywhere or something.
Why haven't they done that?
It's coming.
It will come.
But they have wrestling shirts. They have everything you can think of. There's definitely something there you'll find.
There's a Florida Stanley shirt, which is absolutely incredible.
There's a whole Office series.
Color scheme.
Yeah, there's so many things. Like I know that you're going to get more shirts in your future. Now that you've had one, you got a second one coming.
They're way better quality than I thought they were going to do.
They're a little on the expensive side, though.
They are.
Like $65.
But they're made out of this nice, soft flex material, so they're really, really comfortable and feel really, really lightweight.
It's not a material that you expect.
No.
It's sort of I don't want to say silky because that makes it sound bad. It's just a really cool material. Even though it says polyester, but it's still not what you're going to expect, but still really nice. Almost like a Hawaiian shirt.
Yeah.
Like a...
Right.
I think some Hawaiian shirts are cotton, though, but the silkier ones... I don't want to say silky, but they're more flowy.
They are.
Yeah.
Flowy. It's great.
But they're nice. They're nicely fit. Anyway, that's the really exciting thing you got this week is that shirt. It's the best shirt ever. Highlight
of my week and already made a second order. First of many. Why don't we quickly talk about the Suicide Squad?
Sure.
We were going to do a sort of a quick little review on it, get our thoughts of it. What did you think about it overall?
I fucking loved it. I loved everything about it. Like, I know that some people, like I was talking to some of my spoolie friends afterwards, and they're like, it started off so quickly, but I liked that it started off so quickly. I liked that it just got right into it.
Right into the shit.
But then the Margot scenes are always the best. Like all of her scenes, the slow motion scene with the flowers in the background, so fucking cool.
Yeah, we're not going to spoil the movie.
I know, but then her red dress was awesome. I could see people at Comic-Con wearing that dress.
Oh yeah.
Just the humor was perfectly done. I like DC because they're a little bit more darker than Marvel. This was
a rated R movie.
Yeah,
and it really, Sean Gunn did a great job putting this movie together. And we've forgotten about the one from several years ago called Suicide Squad, which I was really, really frustrated with that movie.
Only thing that good came out of it was Margot and the Joker both did a good, decent job in that movie. Everybody else
got fired, and they brought in different people.
Yeah.
But what I loved about this, because what this movie did in the first 5 minutes was introduce all of the characters. The previous movie took about 45 minutes to do that.
And then it was over.
Way better. And then,
they introduced him, then they died. Or didn't they? I don't even remember this movie anymore because I just remember it being so bad. My mind just pushed it out. It's not needed information anymore.
The premise is good. This movie is just a better take on it. Parts of it are really, really beautiful. Parts of it are super violent, super bloody.
I like that about it because
you're going to be grossed out and screaming and laughing. And
it reminds me of The Boys, where they got way more R-rated. And that's what I like about DC is they're going. These are superpowers when they freaking strike you or whatever their power is. It's going to be bloody, and they tend to hide the blood in Marvel. I don't know if I ever seen a bloody scene.
No, there
really might have been, maybe in the comics.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
I don't know.
What I loved about this, and what I've loved about, when you look at a comic book, it is quite often a condensed little short story. But sometimes there's a longer story arc that spans over many issues of comics. So sometimes a lot of the comic stuff that we get in the movies, they try and do all of that in 2 hours, and it just doesn't work. So a series based on a comic can be really, really awesome. But this was just hell on wheels, blowing shit up. But it was funny, it was quippy, it was all the stuff. It just really, really... And sometimes that doesn't work. Sometimes they really force it. They try and inject humor into it, and it didn't work. This one was just well-crafted, and I really, really enjoyed it, and the performances were excellent.
Yeah, and James Gunn was the little ratty guy.
Yeah, James Gunn. I said Sean Gunn. That's the brother. So Sean Gunn James Gunn did the movie. He wrote and directed it.
Who was the ratty guy?
Sean Gunn is the guy from Gilmore Girls.
Yeah. He was also in it.
Yeah.
Briefly, but he was in it. Yeah. But when I saw the little ratty guy from a distance, the beaver or whatever he was, I was like, "Oh my god, is this the Groot of the movie? What's going to happen?" Weasel. Yeah. Yeah. Well, they tried to figure him out too in the movie, but I said he's kind of has the body of Sean Gunn, and you're like, "Oh, that's James Gunn." That's the.
No, that's Sean Gunn.
Sean Gunn is the character.
Yeah.
So I thought that was funny. But he didn't last very long. But no, he survived at the end.
I think so.
I think he woke up.
Yeah. And then there's going to be more to this story. The Peacemaker's character, John Cena's character. There's going to be a series. DC is doing a series, just like everybody's doing these days. All the Marvel and Disney.
I thought he would be an annoying character, but he was actually pretty funny.
His character was annoying, and and he was a dick, and that's just it. Is all these characters are bad people,
but all these Guardians of the Galaxy characters in it too.
Well, there's that too. Yeah,
because there was Michael Rooker in it too.
Michael Rooker.
I like that Viola Davis was in it. She played. I like seeing her in a different role like that, sort of like almost a villain.
She's great. She's an amazing performer.
Yeah, I guess she would be labeled as a villain.
And Elba, so much better than Will Smith in the same character.
And,
Nothing against Will
Pete
Smith,
Davidson?
but Will Smith just stood out too much in that other movie.
Yeah,
and it's hard.
And Pete Davidson made an appearance.
He was.
Oh, just all these people. Steve Agee.
Yeah, loves Steve Agee.
He was here in Vancouver for quite a while during most of COVID.
Mm-hmm.
I believe he got stuck with the AstraZeneca.
Oh, how about that?
How did he get home?
He's American. He's allowed to.
He's going to have to redo it. Yeah. Anyway, Peter Capaldi was in it. Like, there's so many people in it. It was good, and they could have fucked it up, but I think they did a pretty good job. The shark, Steve Agee, there's multiple people who played the shark, but like...
Yeah, you know who voiced the shark?
Who?
Sylvester Stallone.
That's right. Yeah, the shark actually ended up being funny because I was like, I don't know about these characters that they insert in. They sometimes don't work out.
Yeah.
But it actually ended up being pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
So, and the girl who was quiet, she had an accent. She was one of the main characters.
Oh, yeah, she was great.
What's her name? She was new. They didn't put her as a top biller, which is really strange, because she was like one of the main Daniela Melchior, Ratcatcher 2. Wait, she was the Ratcatcher.
Yes.
I believe she was the main.
Yes.
Is there a second Ratcatcher? Why does it say Ratcatcher 2?
I don't know.
But she played the Ratcatcher. I liked her character a lot. I would like to see more of her character, because she has a backstory they show with her dad and stuff like that.
And that was nice. See, that was a great way. They showed that towards the end. They didn't try and tell everybody's story at the beginning. They didn't take the 45 minutes to tell everybody who it is. They put them in the action. You got to know them. You got to know a little bit more about them as the movie went on. Some of the characters you don't know about at all. And I just thought it was great. It was just fun. I mean, just know that this is a very bloody, violent movie, and it's got some foul language and foul situations.
But I like that about it, because it's being more real than you're not going to walk into a situation like that and be like Disney. Right. You're going to be cussing because you're fucking running from shit. And it's just a little bit more real, which I like.
Cool. So you definitely would recommend it? I'd recommend it too.
I would definitely recommend it. I don't think there's anything I can really pick apart.
I choose not to.
No, I don't. I think it was done. I just think the scenes with Margot were beautiful.
Which was...
And her lifting her legs up, she did that herself.
Oh, yeah.
When she lifted her legs up to unlock herself in the key, she did that with her foot and everything. That was all her.
Nice.
Good God.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I mean, that was a movie that we've been seeing them make for freaking forever, and it was super delayed, and it was nice to see that it paid off. And we'll get more of the story, too, because there's going to be this Peacemaker series that shows up, I guess, on... HBO Max? I don't know where. I think that's where DC is doing their stuff.
I feel like they're all just landing on Max.
Yeah, well, unless fucking Warner Brothers or DC to decide that they're going to make their own channel, but I don't think they're doing their own app.
I like how things are showing up on Max. I mean, I'm not quite ready to go back to a movie theater, although we're kind of thinking about it to go see Ryan Reynolds.
Free Guy.
We'll see. Has to be the right time, right day. Yeah. No one's. It's a lot of factors.
You know what? If it's not Free Guy, I do want to go see Free Guy. We'll see. We'll have to see. We get to book our seats in advance, so we can see how we could either do it the last minute thing, but also new James Bond movies coming out, and I'd love to. I mean, I could see that on the couch.
You have to see those opening credits on a screen on James Bond.
God, that's true. Yeah.
You have to
hear that Billie Eilish song.
Is that where it's going to be in? Dang it! I was like. You shouldn't have told me. I knew it was happening, but I didn't. Some reason I thought that already happened.
Oh, because that song came out a year ago when the movie was supposed to come out.
I like being surprised, like when I go there and go, and what's the song? But I guess we already know. You're right. Yeah. But I wouldn't have known if you didn't say it. I would have been like, oh,
you'll forget.
It took that long to get there.
Yeah, it's still a couple months away.
Yeah, so we'll see. That's a little up in the air. But we did watch a television show, a British television show. Do you remember the name of it?
Which one?
The one with the guy from Game of Thrones.
Are you talking about The Bodyguard?
The Bodyguard.
Oh, The Bodyguard's on Netflix. Mm-hmm. Not the Whitney Houston movie.
Nothing like The Bodyguard. I mean, it is and it isn't, but it's not the same for sure. It's totally different and done way better.
Not even technically a bodyguard.
No, he's just he's
an agent.
What are those guys called that protect a president?
He's kind of like Secret Service.
He's like Secret Service.
So
It's not the same. Whitney Houston didn't get Secret Service agents. She got a hired help to protect him.
That's right. Great series. It's a one-off, I believe. Yeah, it's a one-off, which I love. Mm-hmm. So I think
it was only like 5 or 6 episodes.
Yeah, it's like 6 episodes, I think. Definitely check it out. It is one of the guys from Game of Thrones. You may not even recognize him. So Bodyguard stars Richard Madden. You know him from Game of Thrones. He played Robb Stark.
Yes.
So I didn't recognize him right away, but I knew he seemed familiar.
He looks so familiar. He reminded me of the guy of that other movie, and I'm not gonna remember the name of it, with the hoodie all the time. It was sort of internet based.
Oh, you're talking about Mr. Robot.
He reminded me of the guy from Mr. Robot a little bit. Just the way he looked, but he doesn't look anything like him, but that's what he reminds me of. But yeah.
And then the woman in it was from that show that I love. Her name
Durrells.
is Neely Hawes. Her name, from the Durrells, the mom on the Durrells.
Yeah, I liked it. And there's a lot of surprising curves in this movie. Like, they've done
I
some
think
really
you just need to
shocking
watch.
stuff. Yeah,
just
you
commit
can't.
to the first 5 minutes, and if you're not sold
The
within
first
those
5 minutes is enough to suck you in. It's action right from the beginning, and it's got everything for men or women to watch. It doesn't matter. It's just really good. And there's surprise things that happen. You're like, holy shit, no one's ever really done this in shows. Like, I don't want to say it.
6 episodes. One and done. Mm-hmm. Never go back to this thing.
Strong storyline. Yeah.
Loved it. I think when we watched a clip or something, or it wasn't even a trailer.
What happened was I was laying in bed and this clip came up and I was watching it, and it's the opening scene of the show.
No, it was like from one of the other episodes.
No, it was the opening scene.
In the car?
Yes.
No, not the opening scene.
That's the very...
No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not.
Are you sure?
Yeah, 100%. That was like episode 3.
No.
Yeah. Yes, it was.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe. But anyway, I watched that scene and I was like...
the opening scene involves a train.
Okay, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. Okay, so... I was watching on YouTube. It just popped up in my thing, and I just ended up watching, and I was so intrigued by this whole situation. And I was like, I need to know what happens. Like, what's the rest? So I went and looked it up and told you about it, and we ended up watching it that evening.
You played it for me too, and then I think I was like
you're like, I'm in.
We were falling asleep, or I was trying to fall asleep. You played it, and then I was just like,
I'm in.
Yeah, this looks good.
Yeah, you said I'm in.
It's British. Yeah, well, I'll watch that.
Yeah.
Who is that dude? Why does he seem familiar?
I think we watched it that evening.
Yeah, I think you're right.
We started watching it. It's so good. Yeah. So I love a good British show.
Big recommendation. Check out The Bodyguard, or just Bodyguard.
It was on Netflix, right?
It is on Netflix Canada.
And maybe US, I'm not sure. I haven't looked.
You'll find it.
Yeah. Someone has it.
Someone has it.
Or you could just go to BBC on their website and watch it.
Look it up.
Apparently, you just enter a zip code and you can
watch it.
Yeah.
If you need help, buy a VPN and watch it somewhere.
I don't even think we need a VPN. You just go to BBC and type in a postal code.
That's
and
true.
it's
that's
like,
true. That works. Yeah. That works. So, there you go. Those are a couple of recommendations we had. If you haven't watched those, check those out. If you do watch them and you heard about it from us, let us know, because we'd love to know that you're listening and enjoy something like that. Or if you hate it, let us know too. I don't know. Do what you want.
I don't know who would hate it, but unless you're really not a fan of the people in it.
Unless you were so upset at the passing of Whitney Houston that you're still not able to go back and watch anything associated with her. Again, not associated with her. You're fine.
I don't really feel like there's not really that much of an association with the original one.
Nothing
it's just
to do with
unfortunate naming of the show.
But you know what? Because of that, and then that drew my memory to The Bodyguard and that damn fucking song that Dolly Parton wrote. And then I remember we watched this other thing on Netflix, I think,
Did Dolly Parton write that song?
I Will Always Love You?
I thought that was...
Yeah, no, that's Dolly's song.
Was that Kenny Rogers' song?
No, that's Dolly's song.
Are you sure?
We watched the documentary about Dolly Parton, and she was like fucking smart as can be. She knew to save the rights to her song.
Okay.
Those were everything. And she said that when she heard that Whitney Houston version of it, she heard it in her car and she pulled over and she was just like, oh my fucking God.
She did it way better than I did.
Whitney kills that song.
She does.
It's amazing. And it doesn't even sound like she's trying. So we're working on another video we're going to put up. We did a run through of Spirit Halloween. We've gone there about 9 times since then. But yeah, we're excited to buy a bunch of Halloween stuff. You've been adding to your collection like crazy. Do you have a favorite piece already?
Everything.
Yeah, I guess.
Because I bought them all.
That's true.
Just some things I love because you can keep it up year round, which is awesome.
See, that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for pieces that we can. It's kind of like Voltron. Stuff comes together during periods of the year to make this cool Halloween display. And then it's so cool that it can be disassembled after Halloween and put around the house.
You mean you don't want the bloody murder scene on the side of our fireplace there all year round?
No, what I don't want is cutesy bullshit.
Oh, yeah, I don't like that stuff.
Halloween stuff.
Well, Nightmare Before Christmas is cute, but it's cute in a different way.
And that's every year, all year round. You can have that. You can even extend it into Christmas. But
it is technically a Christmas movie.
And technically, it's one of my favorite movies that just happens to take place at Christmas time. Like, it doesn't have to go in a box. It doesn't have to go away.
No.
I want it around. So those are the pieces that I'm looking for.
At Disney World, at Disneyland, when they transform Haunted Mansion into Nightmare, someone said today in one of the YouTube videos that they keep it up from Halloween time all the way through Christmas because it's both
into January, like January 2nd or 3rd or something like that.
Which is awesome. So that's really good to know. But yeah, we're buying some really cool pieces. I'm really super stoked about the stuff we found. I can't wait to put the rest of it out.
You bought some dishes. You bought a couple of...
Yeah. Michael's is killing it this year with Halloween stuff. There's some beautiful stuff. If you can get to Michael's, go there soon because you're going to be blown away if you like buying Halloween stuff. Yeah, I hate the Halloween stuff with sayings. I'm not a big... There's a lot of people who love sayings like dream big in their house and like, you know what I mean? I just...
Yeah.
Family. Right. Just putting this big saying up. I was like, it just makes me gag.
And if you're into that, that's great. It's just not our taste.
It's weird.
And whatever, it's not for us.
Dream big, Scott.
I try every day.
Although I did buy a sign that said, Patience. Welcome to our haunted house.
Yeah.
And in the bottom said, what did it say? My nightmare. Oh, the bottom said something good. Now I have to see what it says. Enter at your own risk. Which is funny because it's a sign. Okay, I did buy a sign that said, Welcome to our haunted house. Enter at your own risk.
See, that's good stuff.
Not dream big, family,
patience,
love, family, Jesus,
loyalty.
If it has to do with ghost, I'll get it. Yeah.
Say no to drugs.
That's what I hear when I read those signs is that voice.
Right. That's good.
Loving, caring. Cats love dogs. Cats are people too.
Togetherness.
Hang in there.
Yeah.
I hate those things. But I got that, and we got a Beetlejuice one that says, don't trust the living, which
I like
is completely true.
And present and could be around all year long.
Yeah, yeah.
Never trust the living.
Never. I think Beetlejuice said that too, didn't he?
It was a sign. It's from the Book of the Dead.
Ah, there you go.
That's what it's called, right?
But I thought in Beetlejuice
is it called the Book of the Dead? Handbook for the Dead?
Handbook of the Dead, yeah.
Okay.
Handbook of the Dead. Like the recently deceased book.
Yes, exactly. That's
I think it said don't trust the living in there.
Don't trust the living, exactly.
Yeah, because it's from the movie. It's awesome. Which we need to watch again. That's going on.
And again, Beetlejuice, I think that came out in the summertime. That wasn't meant to be a Halloween movie, but it's part of our Halloween.
Ghost.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
Ghosts.
Exactly. Yeah.
I love it. I love that, and I love Trick or Treat, the movie Trick or Treat with Sam.
Which we watched last year for the first time. I love it.
I've been obsessed with the Sam character for a while before I watched it at all. And I was like, I guess I should finally watch it.
Yeah.
And I still love it. I still love the Sam character, and I'm obsessed. And I really want to bring home the animatronic, and you won't let me.
It's a bit pricey, and where the fuck do we put it?
It's pretty big.
Yeah.
So I'm waiting till they stock the mini one so I can have that one. We
can accommodate that more in here more easily.
Yeah. I just want Sams everywhere.
True.
They're so cute.
But we are going to do, so October is coming up again, and we're going to sign up for Shudder again. Because it's a good time to sign up for Shudder because you get that year.
Yeah, during the last
discount.
Halloween, I saw like a special, like a full year for $34.
Right.
And I hope that pops up again because I kind of want to do that.
And we've been paying for it occasionally a month at a time here and there, but then, and we should watch more horror.
We should.
Throughout the year.
There's always good stuff out there.
There's something super duper fun about watching it in the wintertime. And watching
if
it
you
in
watch
October
one every day for 31 days, it's amazing.
And we're going to do that again. We're going to do that again. We're going to probably start picking up movies and
they're not all from Shudder.
No.
We just watched different ones, but a lot of them were from Shudder.
And there's going to, I mean, we should try and add new ones, but I think there's going to be some favorites that we're going to stuff in there.
I'd watch Trick or Treat again.
And rewatch.
Yeah.
So we'll do that. And so I think we'll do some more episodes and talk about things. I'd love to hear your input on things that you think that we should buy.
Or watch.
Things that we should watch, I mean. Yeah. And then
we like watching things like Slacks. Like we talked about that in a podcast before when it was a pair of jeans that murdered people.
There's a wide range.
A pair of jeans that murdered people.
And comedy horror is a whole subgenre, which is great.
Amazing. Yeah, there was
one. We should watch Hell Baby again.
Hell Baby is so good. The one we watched last year where, actually, no, it wasn't last year. We watched it off Halloween season was Ghost.
Oh,
the
beautiful.
show Ghost,
yeah.
the BBC show Ghost, where this couple moves into a mansion she inherited, and there's all these ghosts living there, and they didn't see them at the beginning, but then she hit her head, and she now sees all these ghosts, so they're all harassing her all the time in the house. It's amazing. It's such a great comedy. And everybody is ridiculous. I highly recommend it, and I'm obsessed with that show. I can't wait till it comes back.
That is a perfect example of how you start falling in love with these characters, these ghosts. They're real people, and over time you see each one of those characters' story on how they died and how they ended up at the house.
And some of them repeat their deaths every day.
Yeah. But it sounds horrific. But it's a beautiful story, and it's funny.
They have characters all the way back from. There's a caveman in this group of 12 or 12, whatever. There's one that's a caveman, and he's like been customized to modern things now, which is really funny.
It's so great.
Yeah, and you bring up things. He's like, "Why would you do that?" Like the caveman's not used to the modern things.
Modern ways. Yeah.
So he's like, "You beat the woman. You beat her. You beat her." Like it was so funny.
That sounds horrible.
It does sound horrible, but you have to see it. I can't reenact these things, but it's super cute, and it has I can't remember her name in it, but she's been in a lot of stuff.
We'll put the links to all of this in the description so you can check that stuff out. These are just our recommendations, and hopefully you'll like them. And I think in Canada, I think that Ghost is on the CBC app, isn't it?
It might be.
Just look.
They've been getting a lot of
Ghost.
stuff.
Yeah.
I was trying to find out the character.
The actress.
Dang, there's so many movies called Ghosts. It was actually made in 2019, and it had, oh my God, I'm just laughing. I kind of want to watch it again. This is the
non-Patrick Swayze version.
Yeah, ignore that.
Look at that. We've mentioned two different movies that have two counterparts that are equally as famous or more so famous.
Yeah, I was just trying to find her name. Okay, Charlotte Ritchie.
Actually, okay, Charlotte Ritchie.
That's her name.
And this show is called Ghosts. Whereas the Patrick Swayze movie was called Ghost.
Yeah, and it's a TV series from 2019, and I think it's still going. I think we're going to get more. It has a dash, means more it's coming.
Awesome.
Yay.
Love it. So again.
It should be easy to film. The ghosts don't need to worry about COVID. They just show up. And
they're actors. They're not real ghosts.
What do you mean?
It's a show, but they're all performing.
But they're invisible.
No, they can all be seen. Some of the actors are just pretending not to see them.
Dang it. No, the house is really haunted.
It's not a documentary.
Damn it.
I know. Thank you for listening, everyone. If you hung out this far, I'd love to hear from you. If you can go to anchor.fm/weirdtogether, you can leave a comment.
You can.
You can record a comment. That's fun. Pick up your phone, hit record, send us a message. We'll play it on the podcast. Or if you're listening to this on YouTube, write a comment below. But don't say something shitty because I'll cry again.
Again?
Yeah.
Well, if you say something shitty,
YouTube
we're
comments.
Block you.
Negative YouTube comments hurt sometimes.
There's not a lot of them.
Yeah, we just delete them.
Yeah, you just delete them. They're gone. Poof.
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 So thank you for listening. Please subscribe and hit like on YouTube. Subscribe to the podcast. Subscribe on YouTube too. There's other stuff going on there. But if you prefer this entertainment just for your ears, subscribe on your favorite
Irritainment?
Irritainment. Oh, that's great. Subscribe on your favorite popcorn. Subscribe.
Can I subscribe to my favorite popcorn?
You can. What is your favorite popcorn?
Movie theater popcorn.
See, I like ketchup popcorn.
Oh, I thought you meant like where you get popcorn from.
Well,
actually, no, Disney popcorn.
Is Disney popcorn better than movie theater popcorn?
Disney popcorn's good because it's popped with magic.
And because it costs you $300 to
and they
enjoy it.
often spill Cheerio stuff in it.
Spill Cheerio stuff in it? Okay. I see where you're going. The show is called Weird Together. Did I mention that? One of us is weird. The other person is also weird.
And we're together?
Together.
Yeah.
That's the nature of the show.
Weirdly together?
Weirdly together.
No, weird together.
Weird together.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening, everyone. Yeah. And until next time.
Goodbye, humans.